Hello, it's Yogi Real Estate Reg, and I'm here with my awesome friend Lauren Cohen. Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Regina.
How
It's
are
nice to
you?
see you. Good. How are you?
I'm good. It's been a very fun and unique day, actually.
Oh, yeah? I wanted to know what happened yesterday with your car.
Oh, so my car was so funny. So I go to routine doctor visit. I've been going for adjustments for the last couple weeks. And so I go, this is like third week in a row that I've been going. And this specific location, there's two offices. And this specific location, I'd already decided I don't want to go to that location anymore because it takes too long to get there. I like the office, but it's way out of my way. It takes too much time. And so I'm on my way there driving, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be the last time I go to this location because I'm going to start going to the other one more frequently. And as I'm driving, I'm like literally half a mile from the spot, and I see one fire truck, and then I see two fire trucks, and then I see a third fire truck. And I'm like, huh, something must be up. And I think to myself, as I'm seeing the road is blocked off, so I can't go straight. And I can see the office, but it's blocked. So I'm like, crap, I either have to go all the way around, which means it's going to take me 30 minutes at least to get around, right? Because I'm going to have to go basically around, not the city, but the other side of the area. And there was a lot of traffic as it was. So I parked my car in a parking lot in an apartment building complex. So I park my car and I walk across. As I see these fire trucks, I didn't see any fire. I just knew something was happening. So I walk to the doctor's office. I spend maybe 20 minutes there. I get what I need and I leave and I walk back to my car. And as I'm walking to my car, three police officers stop me and they're like, "Where are you going?" And I go, "To my car." And I'm like literally pointing at it. I'm like, "My car is right there. I can see her." And they're like, "Well, you can't go because there's a gas leak."
Oh,
And I'm like, "So what am I supposed to do?" And they're like, "Well, you're going to have to wait like the rest of us." And I got a little cheeky with the officer, with one of them, because I was like, I have appointments and I have things to do. I had calls coming up in like 20 minutes. And I'm thinking to myself, like, this is so not convenient. And then I started thinking about everything
kind of
going
like
on.
coronavirus? Not exactly convenient, right? It's like, hello,
Yeah,
welcome to the world. Convenience? Forget about it.
I
That's like
think,
a word I think we should put a shelve it for a little while. Convenience?
right? Pull it out of the dictionary.
Yeah, for a
And I,
little while, we're going to have a new definition of convenience. Convenience means being able to go to the grocery store and have it actually be open.
exactly. And I think I even got
Toilet paper.
I
Sorry.
got cheeky with the officer and I said
Yeah.
something like, "Oh, convenient." Right. I said, "So it sounds like either my car, God forbid," and this is so not funny, but this is what I said to the officer. I said, "So either my car blows up with me in it, or I possibly get coronavirus." Like, oh, interesting. Which one is worse? And then I realized I said that and I was like, "Oh my God, power of words, cancel, delete, delete, delete." And I did all like my clearing stuff. And then I thought to myself, okay, I got to take control of myself right now and my emotions. And I literally, in that moment, I snapped my fingers very quietly. Up like to my sides. I put my hand to my side. I snapped my fingers and I said, "Choose peace." And when I did that, I'm not kidding. It was so funny. It was like the tone of the officers changed. I calmed down and I realized like there's nothing else I could do. Like they were not going to let me go to my car. They were trying to protect me. And I asked myself, do I want to make this a big deal? Do I want to get myself arrested because I talked back to an officer? Or do I want to just
Not the smartest plan ever. Just saying,
exactly? Then I wouldn't make any of the appointments. I wouldn't even be doing this today, right? So I was like, I get to choose. And in that moment, I chose to just let it go, and I chose, you know what? I gotta take control of myself and choose to be smarter than to get an attitude with them because obviously they're trying to help me, and they're inconvenienced too. Which, as I got to talk to them, they said that this is not convenient for any of us, and they said we don't like being under the sun. standing here
I'm
and
sure.
ambushing people. You know, they said
Right.
this is not convenient for any of us, and I thought, okay, fine. And but I did win a donut. You want to hear that story?
The
So
question
I
is,
got
can you collect the donut? Because the Dunkin' Donuts or whatever is probably closed.
well, it was
But yes,
open
tell
at
me
that
about the
time.
donut.
Well, it was funny because I walked across the street. I called my ride, and I thought, all right, well, whatever. I don't really have a choice. I got to leave my car here, right, until they let me pick it up. So I walk across the street, and I'm thinking, okay, how ironic is this? As I'm walking across the street, my three o'clock appointment calls me, and they say, hey, we wanted to call and see if it's okay if we cancel because we have some issue with the electrician and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yes, we can cancel. That sounds great. So my 3 o'clock was done, right? I didn't have to worry about it. I rescheduled a few calls and I'm sitting in Dunkin' Donuts and the guy, I don't know if he was just being a nice guy because, you know, he knew what had happened, but I won a free donut. And then I got to pick
Did
up
you
my car.
actually eat the donut?
I did
Did
eat
you?
the donut. It was very
What
good.
kind of donut did you get?
It was an apple, like apple crumb.
Oh yeah, that's the good kind. I don't like the doughy donuts. Like I would, it's funny. Like you would think, I have a sweet tooth, and you would think I would love donuts. I like Krispy Kreme, like those kind of donuts. But the regular donuts with the doughy, I don't like them. But I love apple crullers and like French crullers, and I don't know all those kind of. Oh, I love them. Those
You
things
guys
are
like donuts? I just realized I was like, oh my God, there's like people watching this. So
right.
do you guys like donuts? Like share with us. I'm not a big donut person, but when I eat donuts, like mwah. Like the donuts at your house that we had for when was it? Rosh Hashanah?
Or a muffin. Pardon me? Oh no, Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. Oh my God, those are donuts, like Israeli donuts.
Yeah.
Yum.
Right. Good New York. Those are the best. They're good. And they have them with like all kinds of like chocolate and swirled chocolate. And I was in Toronto over Hanukkah last in the winter, and it seems like so long ago, in another world, literally right now. And they had like amazing ones with like flakes on them and like, oh my God, caramel and creme caramel and this and that. And it's very hard to stay thin when you're trying to, when you're honoring holidays, but still
It's so
fun.
true.
Yeah.
That's so true. Well, and I think that's one of the things like I'm happy that we're on here today because one of the things that I love about what's available to us right now is things like this, right? Is like we can make a conscious effort to focus on what isn't working and we can be negative, we can be fearful, or we can choose to find happiness and joy and lightness in everything that's happening. So share share with me and with whoever's watching a little bit about how you and I got online today because I think it's really cool and I think a lot of people can probably relate.
Well, it's funny. We've been trying to kind of set up a show to talk about real estate and opportunities because Regina and I are part of an amazing organization called EXP, and we've known each other 2 years now.
Oh, I feel like longer, but
I
maybe
feel like longer, but it is
yeah.
only about 2 years, and we have a very symbiotic relationship, and so I'm part of Regina's team with Craig Peleg and so on, and it's exciting. We just signed up some New York, and we're all excited. And this morning I said, you know what? I think we need to do like a meditation online. What prompted me? Well, because I think Blanca the other day was saying, do you meditate? And I do, but I've not been as diligent about it. And I think right now we need to be more diligent than ever about doing the things that keep us sane. I'll be honest, I started taking CBD oil and, like 3 days ago, it was very timely. I didn't plan it like that. It just happened to arrive. And it's important that we use the tools that we have available to us. And sometimes I'm not as mindful as I would like to be. Oftentimes I would say, yesterday we found out our kids are going to be home from school indefinitely. And that's challenging for those of us that work and work from home. And but I think that the silver lining in all of it, certainly for me, I was just on a call a little bit ago with about and Jay runs an organization called JVology, and it's a community. And the reality is that we are so fortunate to have this awful, awful thing happen now, when we are able to still have that connection, that human, maybe it's not the human touch, definitely not right now, but that
Virtual.
human connection and interact, right, exactly, virtual touching, social, what is it, social distancing.
So
To
funny.
have that ability to communicate and have feedback, like somebody posted this morning, does anybody have extra toilet paper? And somebody else posted, I do, come on over. So that's the way it's going to be going forward. And I think that the positive side of this, that we're going to, if it's going to happen no matter what we do, and that also we need to be mindful of making happen, is building and encouraging and enhancing that sense of community. Because at the end of the day, I think we've lost a lot of that over time. And in the Jewish calendar, it's a very timely time, you know, as slaves leaving Egypt to go to the promised land, taking our unleavened bread and all of that. And it's like we're getting ready for that. And I'm praying that this all happens and goes away by that time, although it's highly unlikely because it's April 8th, Passover starts. But it's just interesting how we can look at things, like you said, as a negative, or we can try to find the positive. And I think for me, the positive is, thank goodness that I am not completely isolated. We have the internet, we have phones, we have the ability to communicate, we have the ability to be in touch with our friends, you know, and as hard as this is going to be on all of us, we all are in it together, literally. And yesterday I was in a supermarket and I saw somebody that you probably know, I won't name names, and I looked over, and it's not a friend, I used to be very friendly with him, and I looked over and he was behind me, panicking, like, okay. And I'm like, hey, how are you? He goes, not good. And I'm like, okay. I go, do you remember me? Like, I'm like, he didn't even like, no, yes, I remember you. I gotta go. I'm like, okay, you know? And I'm thinking, whoa, like that's probably me sometimes. And I saw a reflection of me and realized right now we have to be kind. Like, kindness is so important normally, but I think right now it's all the more important. So if we can band together and exhibit extreme kindness toward each other and patience, which is not my strongest suit generally, but I'm going to make it that way because we have to.
Yeah. And, you know, knowing you, right. And I say this because it's like hearing you say that, like, wow, like that's awesome, because that's what it's going to take, right? Is it's going to take each of us to do something extraordinary in our own way of changing who we are. Like, I love networking. I love meeting people. I love being around my community. And this is affecting that, obviously. Like, we were supposed to go to an event Thursday night, you know, the realtor event. And I thought to myself, like, okay, what now, right? And the beauty of all these technologies and all these companies that are coming together that are creating opportunities for us to connect, like EXP. That's one of the reasons I love EXP. It's virtual.
It's awesome.
Everything's virtual. Right. And we
can make money in this traumatic experience. We can all help each other make money. And I don't know if you know, but the guy, I can't remember his name, the CEO of Zoom, he is giving to every school in the nation free access for online learning for all the kids. Yeah.
Wow.
Now, when I saw that, I literally got goosebumps, because we're going to start online learning on Thursday. It takes time because they have to ramp up and get everything ready. And we were supposed to have parent-teacher conferences Wednesday, Zoom, but Zebby's like, I've got to download Zoom. I'm like, okay, download it, like whatever. So I mean, how awesome is that? That's social consciousness at its best, right?
That's so cool. And I love that you share that, because I didn't know that. And like, if nothing else, that's what this is about, is people supporting and lifting each other up. And, you know, I certainly, like, even, you know, right now, this new software that I have, I love it. And it's just fun. And I'm still learning how to use it. Like right here, I see this where it says StreamYard and then it says leave or live viewer comments. So I can't see the comments right now. So if you're leaving a comment.
Oh, I know. Did you click live comments? Oh, I clicked it. I don't see anything. Did you click that?
I think it has something to do with with something on my account. It might have to be a business account, but we're going to get all that situated. But in the interim period, I can see the comments when I go back. So please leave a comment and let us know what are some things that, like what Lauren just shared about Zoom, that is so cool. And I didn't know that. So if you know of something, or a community or organization, some entity that's doing something great for the community, please let us know, because this is what it's about. And it is about social consciousness and awareness. And I love that you took action, Lauren. Like, I loved getting your message this morning when I woke up and I saw it, and I was like, whoa, like, yeah, like I want to be whatever resource I can be. And if it just means, doing some meditation, which I'd love for us to do, mindfulness, conversations, whatever that looks like, and spreading good news, right? Like talking about the good things, because there's plenty of negative news right now and people are frantic, and they don't have to be,
No.
like, how amazing is that? Like, if somebody says, hey, I'm out of food, or, I'm out of toilet paper, and the neighbor says, come on over, like, that's cool, and whatever that looks like for us, like, this could really be an opportunity to bring us closer as a society, as a community. But we have to be smart and intelligent enough, emotional intelligent enough to see those opportunities.
Correct. Agreed.
So, yeah. Cool. Well, let's do a little meditation, and whoever wants to join us is more than welcome. So thank you, Lauren.
Oh, I think that was responding. It does not want to meditate.
It doesn't. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to. This is what I love about lives, right? Is you guys get to see me lift. All right, that's not going to work so well. So hold on one moment. I'm going to
just leave it.
Well, it is, but then when I move,
it's
not going to work. So hold on. I'll be right back. This is what commercials are for.
We'll add in commercials later.
Yes, exactly. Baby steps, baby steps. Okay, it might happen again, but whatever. If it does, it does. Okay, so I'm going to invite everyone to go ahead and put your feet on the floor. And if you're able, go ahead and close your eyes. If you're in a safe place, obviously, someone's driving or doing something that requires heavy machinery, do not close your eyes. But go ahead and open your palms and place them on top of your knees. And just bring your chin down slightly and tuck it in so that way your head is nice and neutral. And as you breathe in through your nose. And exhale out your mouth. And again, nice big inhale through your nose and out your mouth. And one more time, nice big inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. And as you bring to your awareness how you're feeling right now, just notice what's going on around you in yourself. Just tuning out everything around you, tuning out the noise and the people. And just taking a mindful awareness of your breath, just that really subtle and soft breath in and breath out. And as you continue breathing in and breathing out, just imagine a white light around you. And imagine that white light as it washes over you. Imagine that white light expanding, washing over your home, washing over your neighbors, your community. And imagine that white light expanding out to the state, across the United States, all the way across the globe. Imagine that white light bringing us health and happiness. Serenity and peace. Knowing that you can come back to this practice anytime and every time. Whenever we get alarmed or nervous, we can come back to the present moment. And we can remember to breathe. Bringing your hands to your heart. And affirming to yourself, I am healthy, I am happy, I am whole. Namaste.
That was great. Sounds remotely familiar, like Sharonada does the white light, right?
She does. It's funny you mentioned her because I was with her this morning and we're working on a project together. So
cool.
I love that you brought her up.
Cool. She
She's
said the other day, she said that she made a connection for me, but I never got it. So hopefully I'll get it. She's a great girl. All right. Well, let's do this again in a couple of days. Just, kind of impromptu is good. And I'll make sure that it uploads on my Facebook as well. I think you tagged me, right?
Yeah, we're still live, so it's on your page.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and just so everyone knows, we do have some webinars that we're putting together for real estate. So keep your eyes open. We're going to be doing some different things. And Lauren is an amazing global strategy specialist. She helps people. I'm probably botching that, but she helps companies relocate around the world. So she's a powerhouse and she's very, very good at what she does. And she's cool, which is even more fun. And I feel very happy and grateful that I get to be friends with her.
Thank you, sweetheart. All right, take care of yourself. Stay healthy, and we'll talk soon.
Okay, likewise. Bye, everyone.